Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, August 8th, 2024. This is John Prenay, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. George keeps on telling me that it's going to get cooler, and I'm beginning to believe that we may have two very different definitions of what cooler is. But we're going to see what he has to say about Debby in a few minutes. But for now, we do have some news, so shall we? In a follow-up to the story we brought you yesterday about the shooting at the Shell gas station on West Street in Annapolis, the police have arrested a 21-year-old Baltimore man in connection with it. Police had made a traffic stop in the Robinwood community of a vehicle that they felt was linked to the crime. We had heard that they were looking for a Mazda. When they searched the vehicle, they did find a Kimber 1911 .45 caliber handgun loaded. The suspect was arrested and charged and taken to the Jennifer Road Detention Center. Police did not say if he was a suspect in the shooting, and the charges only reflect handgun violations at this point, and not any attempted murder charges. The city of Annapolis is preparing for Tropical Storm Debby, anticipated to hit today and Friday. Governor Wes Moore has already declared a state of preparedness. The National Weather Service predicts heavy rain, strong winds, with potential high tides reaching up to 3.6 feet. The city is mobilizing resources for flooding and power outages, and residents are urged to prepare emergency kits and secure any loose objects. The Annapolis Harbor Master advises all boat owners to make sure their vessels are secured, and a sandbag operation will be available at City Dock. The Annapolis Call Center is open for non-emergency inquiries, and the Prepare Me Annapolis app is another way to get great updates and safety information. For more specific weather info, you want to go to dcmdvaweather.info. I'm not sure why you would do this, but if you are yearning to be an elected official in Annapolis, the Municipal Election Office has opened ahead of the November 4th, 2025 general election. Residents will vote for mayor and all open city council seats. Candidates must file by July 28th of 2025, and as of now, the only declared candidate is Jared Littman for mayor. New election and ward boundaries have been established based on the 2020 census, so you want to be sure that you check to make sure that you still live in the same ward as you think you do. And yes, this is way in advance, and we do have another election to get through. The voters will receive detailed information about the 2025 election via mail before the election. The State Highway Administration is installing a new traffic signal on Maryland 178, that's General's Highway, at Knollwood Drive. This is by the Rolling Knolls Elementary School, just north, I guess that's the direction, of the Annapolis Mall. The signal will operate during school arrival and dismissal times and flash yellow or red at other times. Work will be conducted during off-peak hours with expected completion in late summer. Drivers are advised to be alert and follow construction zone guidelines. For updates, contact the State Highway Administration District 5 office or visit the website. Hey, are you looking for a boat? The Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum's annual charity boat auction is going to take place on August 31st. Dozens of boats will be auctioned with a preview for CBMM members on the 29th. The event will also feature a flea market and local food trucks, but proceeds support the museum's mission to preserve the Chesapeake Bay history. Registration for in-person bidding occurs the day of the event, with Maritime Museum members receiving free admission. For more information, you want to visit the museum's website at cbmm.org. You can get a sneak peek at some of the boats up for auction, and this really is a good way to get a solid boat and do some solid good for the bay. Podcast stuff. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, we chat with Jen Pastrone, who is the Executive Director of Seeds for Success. We learned a lot about this great organization, and surprisingly, Jen drives a gigantic Ford F-150 electric pickup truck, and perhaps that was the biggest surprise of all. And in closing, one of the best ways to keep up on the local news is the Daily News Recap email. It goes out at 7 p.m. every night, 365 days a year. It is free, it's paywall free, and here is a link right here for you to sign up if you aren't already. And please feel free to let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. All right, that's a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. Okay, so now you just need to sit back because we have weather from DCMDVA Weather, and because it's Thursday, of course, we have Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace here with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All that's coming right up, so hang tight.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, August 8th. Yesterday brought cooler temps and some showers and storms to the Annapolis region as expected, and the region should see more rain today and tomorrow as the remnants of Debby move by to the west, with sunshine returning for the entire weekend. Look for highs today in the lower, maybe mid-80s, with breezy east winds of 10 to 20 plus miles per hour, with a good chance for showers and storms at times throughout the day and into the nighttime hours, with more rain than likely tomorrow as winds gust out of the south at 35 to 40 plus miles per hour at times, with total rainfall today through Friday possibly ending up in the 2 to 5 inch range. But Debby should start to move off to the north pretty quickly Friday afternoon and evening, and skies will then clear with sunshine expected Saturday and Sunday, with highs in the mid or upper 80s each day. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless, because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. And knit some pieces off of Bestgate Road. Today, check out their Ginger Snap cardigan class. And then on Monday, check out their comprehensive Learn to Crochet class. And registration is open for a few Granny Sweater classes, including a pullover sweater, as well as remedial crochet, and an intermediate sweater class making a salty air sweater. At London Town Gardens down in Edgewater, tomorrow they're having a flower arrangement happy hour. And at Blended Essentials up in Severna Park, their summer camps are in full swing, making candles, soaps, bath bombs, lotions, and more. Next week's theme is Fantasyland. At Local by Design, Saturday they have 2 workshops, one making a resin charcuterie board, and another one making a teak side table. At Art Farm in Annapolis, tonight they have a sketch night with a live model. And their kids' art camps next week include 2 Zen camps, one for ages 9 through 11, and one for ages 12 through 15, as well as a mixed media and printmaking camp for ages 9 through 11. And registration is open for more of their kids' art camps coming up, such as camps for batik, clay, and embroidery. And their Creative Circle monthly meetup is still going, where you can work on your own projects in whatever medium you enjoy, or follow the instructor's prompts and check out a new medium. The next one is coming up on September 5th at the Anne Arundel County Public Library Systems Week. Today, Brooklyn Park has Paint It Like Pollock, Discoveries has a Summer Steam Club, Bush Annapolis has a preschool Lego build and play, and Mountain Road has What's Cooking with Pies. Tomorrow, Discoveries has a pre-K art party, and Odenton has yarn art. On Saturday, Crofton has Ask a Master Gardener. Maryland City has Science Saturdays with colorful chromatography. Rivera Beach has Sunspot Viewing. Discoveries has Summer Scrapbooking. Mountain Road has Stitch and Chat. And Bush Annapolis has Flicks with Sticks, watching 1993's Notting Hill, while knitting or crocheting or working on other fiber arts. Monday, Odenton has Beginning Crochet. Tuesday, Glen Burnie has Little Engineers Constructive Play. Severna Park has Stitching in the Stacks with an afternoon session as well as an evening session. And Severn has an open craft night. And then on Wednesday, Severna Park has Sizzling STEM. Deal has an art night with fan art. And then there's an online session of the Cookbook Club with a mystery ingredient challenge. And at Unallocated Space in Severn, tonight they have a virtual happy hour. Monday they have their project night. Wednesday they have a lock sport night with Maryland Tool, as well as their weekly open house. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.